What's up, Xerox Zone Warriors? Buckle up, because today we're diving into a book that's about to blow your mind wide open. You Can, by George Matthew Adams. This isn't just a quick read, it's a freaking life detonator, written over a century ago by a guy who clawed his way from nothing to everything, and it's still got the juice to turn your maybe someday into right now. I've been tearing through this thing for weeks, highlighting, scribbling, living it. And I'm here to unpack every ounce of its magic for you. First, let's set the stage. George Matthew Adams. Who is this guy? Imagine this, 1900s, a kid stuck running an elevator, up, down, day after day. No fancy degree, no rich uncle, just grit. He hustles into a copywriting job, then, bam, launches a newspaper syndicate that blasts his words to millions. He's not some polished guru. He's a street-level dreamer who cracked the code to success and poured it into these short, punchy essays. You Can is like 50-plus mini pep talks, each one a spark to ignite your soul. I'm gonna hit the heavyweights, weave in my own battles, and drag you into this with me. Because this isn't just a summary, it's a movement. We're building something huge here at Xerox Zone. You ready to roll? Let's kick this off with the welcome man. George starts simple but cuts deep. There's this dude out there, could be you, could be me, who walks into any room and doors just swing open. Why? He's not begging or kissing boots. He's got this vibe, this genuine spark that screams, "I'm here and I'm stoked to be." George is like, that's your ticket. Success isn't about clawing alone. It's about pulling people in with you, making them want to ride your wave. I saw this in action last month. I'm at this networking thing. Usually I'd hang back, sip my drink, play it cool. But George got in my head. I walked up to this big shot creator, big smile. "Hey, love your stuff. How'd you get started?" Not fake, just real. We talked for an hour. He's texting me ideas now. That's the welcome man. I wasn't selling. I was connecting. George says it's about radiating warmth, not desperation. Think about it. Who's that person in your life everyone loves to see? Or flip it. How can you be that? Grab a pen, seriously, right now. Scribble one way you'll spark that vibe this week. Maybe it's a grin at the cashier, a shout out to a coworker. Start small, watch it grow. Let me paint you a picture. Back in George's day, he's pitching his columns. Newspapers could have slammed the door, but he walks in, all enthusiasm. This'll light up your readers. They bite. Why? He's the welcome man. I tried it with Xerox Zone. Reached out to a collab partner, not "please work with me," but "let's make something epic together." Guess who's filming with me next week? This isn't fluff, it's power. So what's your move? Hit the comments. Tell me how you'll welcome the world. Next up, George drops, "Be glad to give as much as you take." This one hit me like a brick. He's like, success isn't a smash and grab. You don't just scoop up wins and bolt. You've got to pour back in, match what you get with what you give. He says no one deserves more than they contribute. Take too much without giving, and you're robbing your own soul first. It's 50-50, folks. Half for you, half for them. I had to chew on this. Running Xerox Zone, I'd get caught up. Views, subs, growth. But was I giving you enough? Last video, I half-assed it. Threw it up, called it a day. Felt hollow. So I flipped it. Spent double the time on this script, not for me, but for you to walk away fired up. And man, it feels right. George asks, "Are you balancing the scales?" I looked at my life. Works 60/40, me taking more. Shifted it, started mentoring a newbie at my day job. Next day, my boss notices, hints at a raise. That's the give-back boomerang. Let's break it down. Picture George in his syndicate days, could have hoarded his ideas, built his own little empire. Nope, he spreads them wide, lifts up papers across the country. Result? He's a legend. Try this. Today, find one spot you're taking too much. Your gig, your crew, your family. Flip it. Give 10% more. Maybe it's an extra hour on a project, a call to check in. Watch what happens. George swears it's gold. Tell me in the comments, what's your give-back plan? Let's spark a chain reaction. Now we're hitting the extra mile. This is where the magic lives. George says most folks stop at good enough. Clock out, call it quits. But the winners, they push past, go where the crowd won't. He tells this story. A kid sweeping a store after hours, not for pay, just pride. Next morning, boss walks in, floors gleaming, hands him a raise on the spot. That's the extra mile, baby. I lived this. Last month, I'm editing a Xerox zone vid. Could have stopped at decent, uploaded it. But George's voice in my head, go further. I stayed up till 3 a.m., added animations, polished every cut. Dropped it. Views doubled my average. Not luck, that's the extra mile paying off. Where's yours? I used to half-ass my workouts. 20 minutes, done. Now I'm tacking on 10 more, feeling like a beast. George says it's the gap between average and epic. Here's a real one from my life. Early Xerox zone days. I'm pitching sponsors. Could have sent a quick email, hey, work with me. Instead, I built a full deck. Stats, vision, passion. Landed my first deal. That's the extra mile. Your turn. Pick one thing this week. Jobs due Friday. Finish Thursday. Add a flourish. Cooking dinner. Throw in a dessert. Push past done. Tell me below what you're over-delivering on. George says this is your edge. Prove it. All right. George throws us a wild one. The power of silence. He's like, shut up for a sec. Not just your mouth, your brain. Sit still an hour, no noise, no scrolling, just you and the void. He says your best ideas, your real vision, they're hiding in that quiet. I laughed. Me, silent. I'm a talker. But I gave it a shot. Last Tuesday, locked my phone in a drawer, sat on my couch, stared at the wall. First 20 minutes, itchy, antsy. Then, boom! Idea for this video slammed into me like a thunderbolt. George isn't kidding. This works. He's picturing inventors, poets, just sitting, letting brilliance bubble up. I tried it again yesterday. Thought about Xerox Zone's future. Saw a live event, you guys there, cheering. Chills, man. Here's your challenge. Tonight, 60 minutes, no distractions. Grab a candle if you're fancy, or just sit. It's awkward, sure. Your brain will scream, do something. Push through. George swears this is where genius lives. What's your silence gonna birth? Drop it in the comments. I'm hyped to hear. Let me take you deeper. Day 3 of this silence kick. I'm wrestling a creative block. Content's stale. I'm stuck. Sit down. Shut up. 45 minutes in. New series idea hits. Xerox Zone Unplugged. Raw. Real. No edits. That's silence talking. George says it's your soul's megaphone. Turn off the world. Turn it on. You've got this. Try it. Report back. Your character rules your work. George gets real with your character rules your work. Skills? Nice. Hustle? Great. But who you are, that's the kingpin. Integrity, grit, showing up right even when no one's watching. That's your foundation. He tells this tale. A guy offered a shady shortcut. Quick cash, says no. Loses short term, but his rep grows. Doors open later. That's character in action. I felt this hard. Early Xerox zone. I could have bought fake views. Tempting, right? Held off. Kept it honest, built slow. Now my subs are real, loyal, you guys. George's point, your work's a mirror. I slipped once, promised a vid, didn't deliver, felt slimy. Made it up double next week. Check yourself. Where's your character shining? Where's it wobbly? I'm tightening mine daily. Last week, owned a mistake at work. Fixed it fast. Boss nodded. Respect earned. What's your character move? This is your legacy. Build it strong. Next, study your mistakes. George flips the game here. We all mess up, spill the coffee, bomb the pitch, but most of us shove it under the rug. He's like, nope, dig in. Every flop's a gold mine. He talks about a salesman, blows a deal, goes home, dissects it, too pushy, missed the vibe. Next day, nails it. That's studying the mess. I've got a doozy. First Xerox Zone livestream. Mic cuts out. I'm flailing, chat's laughing. Mortified, wanted to delete it. Watched it back instead. Saw I panicked, didn't prep. Next stream. Tested everything. Flowed like silk. George is right. Mistakes teach. I screwed up a collab pitch too. Too vague, got ghosted. Rewrote it. Specific as hell landed the next one. Grab your latest flop. Missed a gym day. Botched a call. Break it down. Why'd it tank? What's the fix? Tell me below. Let's mine these flops together. Now, learn to use time. George is all over this. Time's your treasure, but we squander it. Scrolling, stalling, drifting. He says own your hours. Plan them. Wield them like a weapon. I was a time waster, TikTok till 1 a.m. Groggy all day. Now, I map my night, 3 big moves for tomorrow. Last week, banged out 3 vids in a day. Felt like a time lord. George pictures a craftsman. Every minute counts, no waste. I tried his trick. List your day, top 3 priorities, not 10. Hit 'em hard. Yesterday, script, gym, call mom, done by noon, buzzing. Your turn. Tonight, grab a scrap of paper, write tomorrow's 3. Nail 'em, feel the rush. What's your time thief? Netflix, gossip? Cut it. George says it's your servant, not your master. How you taming it? Hit me up. Next is keep going, keep going. This is George's war cry. Success isn't a hop skip, it's a slugfest. You'll stumble, bleed, cry, but you don't quit. He tells this story. A writer, 50 rejections, stacks of no's, 51st pitch, deal lands, career takes off. I've lived it. Early Xerox Zone vids, 0 views, dead silence. Kept posting. Now we're rolling. My wall. Last year, job hunt. 20 applications, nada. Wanted to quit. George in my head, keep going. 21st app. Interview, gig secured. What's your wall? Dream stalling? Push, one more step. I had a vid flop last month. 10 likes. Brutal. Reworked it, reposted. Thousands of views. George says persistence trumps talent. Every time. You in? Tell me what you're pushing through. I'm your hype man. The man who can we land on, the man who can. George's mic drop. It's dead simple. Winners believe they can. Not hope so, not maybe. Now. He paints this guy, sees a mountain, says, I'm climbing it, and does. That's you, Xerox Zone. That's us. I can hit 1 million subs on my wall. See it daily, feel it in my bones. George says belief's the spark, action's the blaze. I doubted this video. Hours long, who'll watch? Then I thought, I can make it epic. Here we are. You're here. What's your I can? Write it, scream it. This is your shot. Last week I said, I can run 5 miles. Did it. Legs shaking, soul soaring. Tell me yours, I'm all in for you. That's You Can. George Matthew Adams, Unplugged and Unleashed. This book's a battle cry. You set your ceiling, you carve your path, you make it real. I'm buzzing, hope you are too. Smash that like, subscribe if you're new. Drop your I can below. I'm reading every single one. This is Xerox Zone. We don't just dream, we do. Let's keep this fire roaring. See you next time. Bye bye.